How much are they paying you?
$8 an hour.
I'll double it.
Double it? Really? Are you sure?
No. Okay, you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
As ready as I'm going to get.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to start out rolling the smoke, and then I ask you the thing, right? Start rolling it. You rolling? I'm rolling. You gonna win? You gonna win? You got a lighter?
Lighter? Does it look like I got pockets? What?
You gonna ask me about the show, or no?
Yeah, so how's the show going?
Okay, let's try that again. From the top. Okay, rolling. You got a lighter?
Lighter? Does it look like I have pockets? By the way, how's the show going?
We've had some hiccups.
Hiccups? Sounds like a lost gypsy from a past cheated life. It's more like a cross between the Blair Witch Project and Rick Steves.
You're so cynical.
Cynical? I'm not cynical. I just know everything's going to turn to shit.
All right, I take that back then. You're a nihilist.
Nihilist. Listen, I used to think I was going to set the world on fire. Now all I care about is finding a pair of shoes that fits comfortably.
All right, whatever. You're going to be there on Thursday, right?
Thursday? Why? What's happening Thursday?
It's the final shoot of the episode.
Final shoot? Well, I got to work. If I can get off, I'll be there.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not kidding.
All right, right. Well, what are they paying you?
Paying me $8 an hour.
I'll double it.
Really? Are you sure?
No. All right, let's do that again. Ya, por. You got a lighter on you?
Lighter? Does it look like I have pockets? And by the way, how's the show going?
We've had some hiccups.
Hiccups? You mean hiccups like a lost gypsy from a past lifetime? You mean this show is starting to look like a cross between the Blair Witch Project and Rick Steves?
Whatever. You're gonna be there Thursday, right?
Thursday? Why? What's happening Thursday?
It's the final shoot of the episode.
The final shoot? Well, I'll try to get off work.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not kidding.
Fine, what are they paying you?
They're paying me $8 an hour.
I'll fucking double it.
Double it? Are you sure? I'm there.
No, I can't do that, actually.
Well, what do you mean you can't do that?
I don't have the money.
You promised. I'll be there, and you better pay me double.
I'll make it a double. How about that?
Well, you better make several doubles, and you better pay me.
All right, I'll buy you a drink.
This soup gets hot. All right? It gets very hot. You have no idea. I'm out here 5 hours a day roasting in this soup.
What do you think about the oil spill? Or what about corporations? What about corporations and
Listen,
personhood?
just pay me my $16 an hour. That's all you got to do, okay?
16?
You said double.
That's
I
not
make
double.
$8 an hour.
No, 8 times 2 is 14.
All right, I don't want to hear it. I'll be
Taxes,
there,
man.
and you better pay me.
All right.
And what about this setting the world on fire?
Yeah.
What about setting the world on fire?
That?
Yeah.
What happened to that line? All right.
Yeah.
Let's try that again.
Cut.
Fuck, cut. Just tell me when you're rolling and then go.
BP, they had to sink that well so damn deep they scratched the gates of hell. And now as hell is spewing out, it's going to destroy the oceans. And then they're talking about they want to set off a nuclear bomb to seal it? Are you kidding me? A nuclear bomb? What do they want to do, blow up the fucking world? You know, I'm really getting tired of this shit. They talk about the Supreme Court says personhood for corporations, like corporations are people when they want to spew their propaganda. But what about corporations are people? Put them in jail. Put them in jail.
Hey, you got a lighter?
Does it look like I got a light? Does it look like I got a light? By the way, how's the show going?
We've had some hiccups.
Hiccups? It sounds like a cross between the Blair Witch Project and Rick Steves. It sounds like a cheated gypsy from a past life that can't get an even break.
You're such a cynic.
Cynic? Oh, I'm not no cynic. I know everything's going to fuck up.
All right, I take that back then. You're a nihilist.
I'm not a nihilist either. I used to think I was going to set the world on fire. Now all I care about is finding a pair of shoes that fit comfortably.
Whatever, you're going to be there Thursday, right?
Why? What's happening Thursday?
It's the final shoot of the episode.
The final shoot of the episode? Well, I don't know if I can get off work.
You're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding. I need to work.
What are they paying you?
They're paying me $8 an hour.
I'll double it.
Double it? You mean to tell me you're going to pay me $16 an hour?
No. I'll make it a double.
No. I don't need you to buy me drinks. I need $16 an hour.
Okay, good. Let's just get the...
Hold on. Robin.
You know...
So how's the filming going?
It's all right. I mean...
Have you talked to Gary?
Well, you know, it's the financing thing.
Financing? I told you, just tell him to give us $3,000 and we'll roam around the country looking for the American dream.
Well, I mean, hypothetically, that sounds like a good idea. There's just one problem.
What's the problem?
Gary doesn't exist.
Gary doesn't exist? What the hell are you telling me?
Well, I made him up, you know, to keep up morale.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. We were going to go around the American countryside looking for the American dream, and we were going to bring back a little Asian boy. Now, isn't that the American dream? That was our plan. Well,
I guess the bridges I burned today will light the path of my future endeavors.
Yeah, well, you better burn them bridges in and start lighting these paths, because I'm ready to walk.
Where are you walking to?
I'm quitting. I'm done.
Stand?
I am done. I'm done. I'm
Fucking
done.
gorilla.
This job is taking me places, all right? Cut.
Hey, the GLB, it sounds like a sandwich. That's your line. GLBT sounds like a sandwich.
Okay.
Okay, tell me when you're rolling. Rolling?
No. I'm watching myself.
Okay.
Rolling.
Well, I was thinking of marketing the show to the GLBT crowd.
GLBT crowd? That sounds like a sandwich in Boys Town.
Okay, one more time. Just sounds like a sandwich, extra mayo or something, okay? Well, I was thinking of marketing the show to the GLBT crowd.
GLBT crowd? That sounds like a sandwich with extra mayo.
And a banana. Okay, and then let's just get this Laotian thing. Okay, so you start out. American Dream. Just tell this Gary, you need financing, right? Tell this Gary guy.
Okay.
Go.
Hey, we need financing. Have you talked to Gary lately? Why not? I thought the plan was we were going to get 5,000.
Action.
Have you talked to Gary lately about financing? Well, why not? I thought we were going to get $5,000 from him to roll around the countryside looking for the American dream. And you know the American dream, right? We were going to go find a little Vietnamese boy, bring him back to Gary and go, hey, look, we found the American dream. Isn't that the American dream?
Well, yeah, I mean, it sounds like a good idea in theory. There's just one problem.
Yeah, what's the problem?
Gary doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist? Are you kidding me? What do you mean he doesn't exist? I'm going through all this and he doesn't exist?
I made him up to keep up morale.
Well, you know what? You better get this financing for this, because my heart and soul is on the line here. Listen, let me tell you this. The bridges you burn today will light the endeavors on your future.
Okay. Quick.
Okay. Oh, you're paying with your Links card? What are you going to pay for the rap party? Your library card?
What are you going to pay with the library card with? Okay, let's try it again. The good one, take two. Wild track audio for the convenience store.
Yeah.
Rolling?
Oh, you're paying with your Links card? What are you going to pay with your library card? The rap party? You know you got to have the drinks back in 2 weeks.
Okay, one more time. You're paying with everyone's food with your Links card. How are you going to pay for the wrap party? Your library card?
Okay.
Go.
What, you're paying for everybody's food with your Links card? How are you going to pay for the wrap party? The library card? You know you're going to have the drinks back in 2 weeks.
Cut. Good.
Thanks. Thanks, Quinones. Thanks. Thanks, Quinones. Thanks. Thanks, Quinones.
Cut. Hello! Welcome to Urban Thrift. This is the Elston store, located on the corner of Belmont, California and Elston. It is the flagship store, and if that's the case, then this would be the Titanic. And it's fitting that yesterday we had a pipe burst up here in the ceiling, and that light was off, and then we lost the ceiling panel the other day, and it was leaking all day and filling up buckets. We finally got it under control. Here's a little bit of the refuge, a little bit of the debris still left over from that incident, where you got all kinds of plaster and all these fine articles of clothing that we're selling for $3 a piece. And then to top it all off, that was a fly just biting me because the flies have turned rabid here in the last few weeks. Top it all off, not too long, a couple minutes ago, the whole place smelled like gasoline. Like not a gas valve, like maybe I was thinking they were tinkering up there and they had maybe done something with the wrong pipe and they were leaking gas into the shop. But it smelled like gasoline, like somebody had spilled gasoline. But I was thinking maybe somebody was sneaking around the back trying to burn this place down and collect the insurance money, of which I'm sure there's none. And I think the only thing that's going to save this shop at this point is like poking through one of these pockets here of like somebody's used clothes and find a gold doubloon or some kind of Roman coin or something that's worth thousands of dollars. The whole place smelled like gas, and I was like, okay, we should probably get a couple customers who smell that. And we went outside and like, okay, well, it doesn't smell out there, it smells in here. And like, well, we should probably get out of here before it blows up. And the one guy's, well, can I get my DVDs first? And like, yes, sure. So I sold him DVDs. And oh yeah, and the thermostat's broken. So it's like 87, 88 degrees in here on top of it all. So that's pretty much where we're at with the suburban grift. The urban shift. The SHiFT. What's kind of funny about that is now you have to watch, you have to be looking up to make sure that a ceiling panel doesn't fall on your head, and you also have to be looking down, because the other day we had a guy fall down a hole in the back of here. If you follow me, now we used to have this area stacked up with boxes. We had a little maze of boxes, kind of weaving, turning, kind of winding road that led back here, and this little space back here. Now this is propped open because my boss,
This makes like this.
said
To air it out, you gotta air it out. Leave it open, air it out.
I'm like, that's a major hazard. That's a bad thing. Somebody could fall and hurt them. Then
No, just leave it open. You gotta air it out.
now there's no real place to air it out into, of course, because back here, if we take this off, we can see that it's a bunch of dumpsters filled up with a lot of food and whatever else from the grocery store right next door. So you see all these dumpsters, lots of rotting meat, lots of flies. So there's no real cross breeze you can have. There's no real place to air it out. So what happened was the guy, I had been talking to him for a little bit, and we were shooting the shit, and he kind of like cut my jib. We had a nice rapport going, and he asked if we had a little bit of a changing room. Now normally I leave people back here and I say, yeah, sure, this is the area right by the door over there. There's some mirrors. There's a little changing area right there. Most of the time I warn people with a huge gaping hole. While I was busy and it was late, and so he came back here about 10 minutes later. I came back to close up, and he's there, and he's with his shirt off. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, man. And he's like, no, it's okay. I'm like, everything all right? And he says, oh yeah, I just fell down the hole. I'm like, holy shit. And so, can I get you anything? And he's like, yeah, some water would be nice. So I run and get him a glass of water. He gets down in the fetal position. He's kind of shaking, and there's that thing going on. So I'm like, oh, I'm just beside myself. And about 10 minutes later, something, he comes out, he staggers out, he's got road rash and hamburger, he's all marred up, and he walks over to the register, he's dragging his leg, and he's up there, and he goes shaking to pull like $2 out of his wallet to pay for 2 t-shirts. I'm like, no, you can have those shirts, you can have any shirts in the shop, I'm about to hand over the keys to you. And he's just like, okay, thanks, man. I'm like, you want some Neosporin? And maybe I got some. And he's like, yeah, that'd be nice. I look under the counter, I get a little sample thing of like hand cream for dry hands, and that's it. That's all I gave him. So we called that guy John McCain, because the funny thing is, as you see the post down there, he whacked his leg. He was dragging his leg, obviously, so he whacked his leg down there at the bottom. If he'd fallen the other way, he would have whacked his head. He could have been unconscious. I was just about to lock up, so he would have been stuck down there all night, and that's why we call him John McCain. And that is the story of the magnificent bastard stepchild of the urban thrift empire, which is the Elston store, and the one that I spend entirely too much time at. Okay, so this guy comes in the other day, It's a big sale. It's a credit card though, and so at this point it's so far in debt that all that just goes to pay off the principal of the interest anytime I ring up a credit card. So we had this gypsy guy. There's a whole family of gypsies come in here the other day, and so the guy's like, he comes in, he's like, "Hey man, how's it going? How's it going? I got a problem. I got an emergency." I was like, "Well, what's going on?" And he's like, "I need $23, man. My car got booted. I gotta get the boy. I gotta tow my car. It's an emergency, man. I need $23." I'm like, "No, I'm not giving you $23. Come on, man. Come on. I own the restaurant next door. Come on, I'll give you a burrito. What do you want? Chicken or beef? What do you want? What kind of burrito you want? Come on, man. It's an emergency. I just need $23. And I was like, no. I just kept that. And like the 7th time, I was like, yeah, okay. But he's good. The gypsies, they mesmerize you. He had a whole billfold of money out, that, to show him that he didn't really need the money, but he needed the money. Like he had money, but he needed more money or something. And and he broke me down. And so I was like, yeah, okay, sounds good, Bob. And I was just like, I gave him $23. And this guy comes in right afterwards, and he says, I was like, here, I'll reenact it. Here is $23 out of the till, of which I pay myself, and therefore it's coming out of my wage. And so I gave it to the guy, and he goes to walk out, and this other guy comes in, and he says, who's a regular who I'd seen before, and he's like, "Hey, do you know that guy?" I'm like, "No, I don't know that guy." And he's like, "That guy just asked for money from you?" I was like, "Yeah, he just got $23 off me." He's like, "That guy's full of shit." I'm like, "Let's get him." So we chased him down the street, and we got back our $23. I think it was just me. I would have had a harder time, but there's 2 of us, so we could have gang raped him or something like that. And he was like, "Come on, man, no. And first he gave me the 3, and then I was able to get the other 20 off him, and that was the end of that. And he's part of this whole wagon caravan train or something of gypsies that come through here. And one guy's huge, great big, huge fucker. And he came in here and he wanted it. First thing he says, "I'll give you $1 for the fan." Everything's boss. Come on, man. Come on, boss. Huh? Boss, chief. Come on, man, dude, slick. They all use that kind of shit. So he asked for $1 for the fan. I'm like, first of all, the fan's not for sale, and second of all, it's more than $1. And he's like, "All right, I'll give you $2. I was like, "Yeah, no, it's not gonna." "All right, $3 for the fan." I'm like, "No, it's not for sale, and it's not $3. So no." And then he started going through just like a human wrecking ball, tearing up the racks, just throwing things all over the place. He's like, "You ain't got size 58 pants? You ain't got size 58 pants?" And I was thinking, well, they shouldn't make size 58 pants. That man should be forced to lose weight. And then they've come in several times after that, and I don't bite my tongue anymore. I just very crass with them, and they were like, "What's this movie about? What's this one?" It's like, well, you see how there's like a razor blade and somebody's eyeball on it? It's probably a horror film. But they asked me to read, the back of the movies for them and all this. There's 2 of them. Like, they're some kind of common law marriage, maybe, or some kind of gypsy ritual marriage. And they want to, it's like, but you can't read? Nah, man, come on. So that's the story of the gypsies. They come through here and they like to harass and take money off of people like me. Hardworking man in urban thrift. So the follow-up to the story of the guy who fell down the hole back there is about a month after the fact, after the incident. I got this letter in the mail, very legally worded and very formal, and obviously he consulted a lawyer, and he basically said he wanted $400 for CAT scans and MRIs and his visit to the emergency room that I guess he went to after a couple days of pain and suffering, and also $200 for lost work, for 2 days lost work. Not that much, didn't really ask for that much. I showed it to my boss,
Ryan KaRothers.
and he, I can't show this to anybody now, but I showed this to Ryan KaRothers, and he went through the 5 stages of acceptance, all in real time, all in about 5 minutes. And basically, I was going to go contact the guy and do all the legwork and make sure that the guy at least got some of what he was owed. And Brian says, "Well, maybe I should keep that to copy it, so I can make a photocopy." Basically, I reminded him once or twice after the fact, and he's like, "Oh yeah, whatever happened with that guy?" I'm like, "Well, you got his information, his number, all that stuff." And so basically, I gave up on continuing to try to, harangue him into reminding him that this guy is waiting there for his money, or he doesn't want to, but he's threatening maybe to pursue legal action. And basically he's filed it in the file of forget about it until it blows up in his fucking face. So look forward to that. come in from here. You got a fan. Lizard Skirt and Max are with you. So, see, you'd probably pause here for a second. Like, see, I told you I'd bring you new merchandise as they come in behind. Right? You know, you got the fan. I'm telling you, and then back here, plug it in. Yeah. And then where do we say from there? Then you got a meeting. So you got to duck out.
Yeah.
All right, you got a meeting. Probably center stage somewhere here, and then out, and then when you come back.
How do you zoom out?
Top button.
Oh, there. Okay, cool.
Okay, so I'm fucking out of here. Shit, don't panic. They go on. Wish I could. Okay, so then you come back in and you say, you know, I got a big. You said, big meeting. Oh boy, big meeting today. So let's say come in from there.
Oh, do you want to start?
You want to go ahead and go through it? Yeah. Got a big meeting today with the investor. We're back here. We got. Well, we'll have to stop for a second. We got to get rid of some trash. Okay. What was the fuck? You mean K? What the fuck K? And so we're out, and what do you want to do? You basically got your. You say, okay, sounds good. Then you've got your monologue.
Big meeting with an investor.
There. Okay, we got to get rid of some trash. Watch the shop for a second, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Look, I was born into a cult, the emphatic heathen. And sometimes I have to rely on religious sects to finance my efforts. I'm not proud of this, nor am I proud of any of this. I've done what I've done. I don't know what I've done. My God, what have I done? Nothing. That's what I've done. I've given people at the fringes of society work. I've given customers product at a price they like. Yeah, it's cheap junk. What do you want? It's $3 fucking. Come on, let's be honest. What isn't cheap junk these days? I'm not a bad man. A bit ambitious, perhaps. But this is America. I'm just trying to follow my dream. Pursue my happiness. You know, it's all that crap about the capitalist system. It's the best system in the world, in my humble opinion. Remember what Karl Marx said, and I quote, I'm for socialism, but get me away from the fucking socialists.
Okay. Lights come up. I return to center stage. Center turns. Oh, that's center. So probably here, and then like it never happened. Like the whole monologue never happened. Reset. And then LaCandy comes in. Oh no, how you doing? You gotta have some white gloves. Got to be having some white, some yellow gloves and some yellow hats, and that's what you should be carrying.
Hallelujah! Amen! Yes! Yes!
And that's the word of the Lord.
So, do you think you could borrow and lend me $20,000?
I wish I could.
The money I'm asking to lend is for a community, a shelter, a wayward youth program. It'll be a reach-around outreach program.
Honey, the church is broke. Candace's box is a little low, even for you, sugar. Okay, so, and then, is that my exit? No, almost. Then they come back, you come back in. Thank God that's done, probably the whole, that thing. Sorry, Dollface, remember service. So are you pacing at this point? Maybe
Yeah,
just...
I'm pacing.
Just like a little controlled. And then it'll just be for a second, then I'm like, sorry, Dollface, remember, church is Sunday, you should go. You look like you need some churching up. Lordy. And the gospel and the saints in heaven. Okay. And then he says, who's that clown?
Oh, nobody.
Now, what do you want to be doing here?
I'm not space.
No, you're in this boy. Yep, Jamie and Eduardo are back in. Who is that clown?
Nobody.
Look, Ryan, something happened earlier.
Gotta think. How are you gonna raise that money?
Do you like the idea that I stand here and you just pace around me?
Yeah. That was sort of what we were talking.
Okay, so I guess I'll move. So I'm like, look, Ryan, something happened earlier.
Gotta think. How are you gonna raise this money?
Look, something happened.
I can sell a kidney. They grow back, right? Maybe I can sell your kidney. I'll give you 40% interest in clubs.
Look, something happened with God.
Oh yeah, where is that?
Okay, so like maybe at this point, stand right in front of you, and then, oh yeah, where is Don? Like, wherever you want to go.
Oh, okay, so continue, please.
But I like that, yeah, that you're still in the money. Where's the money? Who cares about fucking Don? You're worried about the money.
Okay, continue. So at this point. Continue. Something happened with Don?
Fuck should I know? He might be on top of a water tower asking if you curious girls to join him in violent revolution, for all I know.
Wait, I'll just start a Ponzi scheme. Easy.
Okay, look. Anyways, he's gonna be out for a while, at least until he calls up the government, tells him he's on drugs. So that means that it looks like I'll be in charge here. And like Don was saying earlier, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna need a steady stream of new merchandise and scarves and gloves and caps.
Can I tell you about my idea for the glove shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you could say we love you again. I mean, it's funnier every time I say it. So.
Did I tell you about my did I tell you about my idea for a glove shop? We glove you.
Yeah, I know we love you, but look, I'm talking about serious merchandise here.
I got you covered. Like a glove. All right, well, kidding me? Check it out. Check this out. I got it at a steal for $150.
Yeah. So.
But I hang it up right here on the wall. You know, it's like I've been saying, this place needs to have some kind of a hip urban vibe.
Wait a second. So you're gonna hang a 500-pound railroad sign over people's heads, and right now, what do you plan to fasten it with?
Rivets.
Rivets. Do you have a rivet gun?
After I open up tool tray, I'll be up to my eyeballs, and I'll be up to my balls, and rivets, guns, buzzsaws, electric drill, jackhammers. The fuck are you talking about? Did I ever tell you about Tool Trade or Chef Brothers? Oh, my best idea. Stuff.
Stuff?
Yeah, stuff. Sell all this
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Call the place stuff, and it'll be urban, it'll be hip, and it'll be edgy.
You know what'd be hip and edgy and urban? Paying your employees.
Oh, and the mango restaurant. Forgot about that one. Everything on the menu. Mango, fried mangoes, mango flambe, mango.
Alright, so that's like, screw this. Alright, I'm done with that. Bill. Marked urgent?
Wait, here, I'll file it.
$10,000. How do you get $10,000 behind in rent? Are you fucking kidding me?
Hello? Yeah, what's that? Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, here's another one from Verizon. It says that they're cutting off phone service. Your phone, you owe them $800, and it was dated a month ago.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'll be right over. I'm sorry, Jamie, but I gotta go. Booty calls, after all, opportunity only lasts once.
Yeah, and this place is probably a bill collector, anything more than that. Any times more than that. Probably a bill collector. Okay? What the fuck do you mean, K? Okay. I don't know what to do. It's okay. No, it's not. Not okay. Where are we? I don't know what to... No, it's not. Don Enders. Never give up. Never give up. So, how you feeling about that? I was thinking during the whole... You're thinking about ways to make money. What could be some stage business? Like, you know, he's checking... You could probably, yeah, stop it.